Hi, welcome to Willowbrook Farms. Today we're going to go in and treat for mites in each of the hives using a product called ApiLifeVar. You can get this at betterbee.com or other suppliers. So how do you treat for mites using ApiLifeVar? It's really simple. You want to bring gloves with you to the hive for this because you don't want to touch it with your hands. All it is 4 essential oils: thymol, eucalyptus oil, menthol, and camphor oil. I'm going to use scissors to open the top because they're very fragile. There's 2 wafers in here. Each of those wafers is going to be broken into 2 to 4 pieces. We're going to do 4 and placed on the uppermost hive body. You do not want to use this with honey supers on. Most sources say don't use it with honey supers. So we're going to place it at the top corners of each of the 4 corners of the top of the hive. Each of the wafers is pretty small, but we're going to cut it into 4 pieces. And then you're just going to take it, set it down on the corners of the hive. Let me show you what that looks like. So here you have it on the 4 corners, 1, 2, 3, 4. You want to leave that on for 7 to 10 days. We're going to do a cycle of every 7 days just because it's easy to come back every 7 days. I can do it every Sunday afternoon. And we need to do 3 cycles for it to be fully effective. and you just repeat down the line as you go. You can also use your hive tool to divide it. Okay, so let's talk about how does it work. So each of the wafers is basically the same material you get when you buy a flower arrangement, and it's got that green block in it. It's the same material as that, and it's just been infused with those 4 oils: thyme, menthol, camphor, and eucalyptus. And you want to be between 65 and 95 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's going to vaporize. The heat inside the hive will vaporize those oils, and they'll get onto the body of the varroa mite and have an adverse effect on them, but not on your honeybee. You want them on the corners of the hive body so that you're not too close to the brood and scaring the bees, pushing the bees by the strong scent off the brood where they're not being taken care of. So those will stay on for 7 days. We'll come back in, we'll go back through and do the same thing with a second round. I do have 1 hive on the back side, so I'm gonna have to open one of these up, but there's 2 wafers in there and I'm only using 1. So we'll put that in a Ziploc bag and seal it so that we're not losing effectiveness on it. 7 days, come back in, do your second treatment. 7 more days, come back in, do your third treatment. And then after that, the bees will start to carry those little pieces. They'll break them down and carry those pieces out of the hive. And as they carry it through and out, that's how it'll effectively treat the whole hive. After that, the varroa mite population should be knocked down significantly, and when the queen starts to lay the winter bees, the bees that need to last 5 to 6 months of winter here in New York, they will be not being harassed by varroa mites, not having their fat bodies bitten into and chewed on and opened up for disease and other issues to weaken the bee. So those winter bees will be stronger and healthier and should ensure a better survival rate through the fall and through the winter into spring, and will come out with healthier colonies. And then there's another product also called Hop Guard, which some people will say that's not effective, other people will say it is, but again, it's another natural treatment where you're not putting a harsh chemical in the hive. I'm against harsh chemicals in my hives. It's just a personal choice that I'm not comfortable with. And I've kept the bees for years and years and years without using any treatment, with varied success. And this is just something that I'm going to try this year to see if I can get a better survival rate through the winter more consistently. So if you're wondering how to treat for mites using VarroaLifeVar, now you know. Please be sure to subscribe, like the video, share the channel, and continue to get the word out on videos that you find helpful. Willowbrook apiaries, I'm still doing that months later. Changed the name of it to make it a little more flow off the tongue a little better and a little bit more recognizable. An apiary is a bee yard, a place where you keep bees. But changed the name to Willowbrook Farms because it's a little easier for people to know, oh, okay, I know what's going on there. So, Willowbrook Farm, happy bees, healthy honey, God bless.